Architectural Digest did a spotlight of Anne Hathaway's home in California, which also included a look at her patio. It's a 70s boho style designed by Pamela Shamshiri of Studio Shamshiri. And my apologies if I mispronounced the name. Let's see how we can recreate this look on a budget. Now, being in the high-end outdoor space, we like to see how we can get a similar look, but on a slightly better budget, because not everybody's got the resources of Anne Hathaway. So we're gonna go through this patio and bring up some different ideas, and if you can buy it online, we'll put a link in the description. If not, you can generally just go to your local hardware store for most of these materials. All right, so let's get started. For the pavers, you could replicate the look with something like these sandstone stepping pavers from Home Depot. They're about $750 for 127 square feet and will definitely require some expertise to install. Pavers are not super easy to install, so you want to make sure either you have experience doing it, a lot of patience, or you have a professional do that work for you. For something a little cheaper and more DIY friendly, you can get these whetstone tiles at Menards. It looks like they're about $350 for 100 square feet. For the sofa and Loveseat, now these look like custom handmade items, but we're gonna go with something pretty close. It looks like this Laguna Beach wicker set in antique brown is nearly identical. Those run for about $3,000 for a matching set. So if that's your style and that's what you like, here's where you can get it. For the budget option, this wicker patio furniture from Afuera Living on Amazon, that looks like it's about $800 for the whole set, including a table. Obviously, you're gonna be giving up some sort of quality when you go from $3,000 to $800, and I'm sure the Hathaway version is even more than $3,000. For the throw blankets and pillows, I wasn't able to find an exact pattern match. These are probably custom. But in searching for a 70s boho plaid outdoor throw blanket and pillows, that gave a lot of options from Amazon and Etsy, so you can pick your favorite. So just go into Google, type in 70s boho plaid outdoor throw blanket and pillows, and choose your favorite pattern. For the coffee table, looking up rustic and reclaimed wood tables on Etsy is probably your best bet. This one in particular looks really close. It's about $525. All the links are in the description. Looks like tables like these run between $300 and $600 on Etsy. It looks like Amazon also has some similar products in the $200 to $300 range, but they don't have quite the same handmade rustic look. It definitely looks more mass market, but if your budget is constrained, Amazon's a good choice for those. Now let's get into the fireplace. Now, really nice masonry outdoor fireplaces like you see on the Anne Hathaway patio, those can range pretty dramatically in price. For most residential areas, you're gonna be looking for between $3,000 and $5,000, not including labor and installation. So that's just for the materials. Now, if you run a gas line out there or do anything else, that's extra, but we're talking about a basic wood burning outdoor masonry fireplace. So plan to spend about $3,000 to $6,000 just in materials plus installation and anything else that may need to be added. Now let's look at the shade. This is where we really shine. So obviously this does not have our product there. This looks like a really custom pergola with some vines in there. Could be old growth, I'm not sure. If you want to do this yourself, you have two options. One, get a contractor and build it yourself. That's gonna be exceedingly expensive. And then get the vines and plants and all that stuff and add it on top. So you could maybe add your own vines or wait for them to grow, so you got a few years. Now let's say you decide you want something less high maintenance, you don't have to stain it or do anything like that. Let's say we change this up a little bit and we add a luxury pergola in there with bronze frame and bronze louvers. Now that'll keep the color scheme consistent. Now the bronze shade and bronze louvers would be a perfect option to give shade to this space. It's stronger than the wooden pergolas, requires less maintenance, and you can open and close it, so a little more versatility, just the push of a button, or with your voice if you use the smart controls. And this one has a light fixture in the middle of the pergola. So if you want to do that with the luxury pergola, you just get a center beam, run some electric to it. You can have your own light fixture, whether it be a permanent light or a fan with a light. You can do a lot of different things with that. Finally, just add some potted plants for decoration. So obviously you're not gonna have the same scenery as Anne Hathaway, but it'll get you pretty close, and you can get a very similar look without paying a high-end, very famous designer, and without the designer costs. Now, that's just a quick rundown on how you could get a celebrity-style backyard at your home. If you think we missed anything or you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. And if you want more backyard inspiration, whether it be celebrities or high-end homes, whatever that may be, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and we'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.